Hi, I'm Mary Kopczynski, the CEO of Regalytics, and it is officially fall, and also Yom Kippur. There are 12,152 regulatory alerts, and no small thanks goes to our regulator of the week, again, California. They passed 997 new laws this legislative session. Passed them, as in everyone agreed and the governor enacted it into law. He apparently vetoed 167 bills, which is a shame, because if he had just agreed to 3 of them, he would have hit an even 1,000. The topic of the week is, of course, Kim Kardashian. Yeah, she's a lawyer. Yeah, she has her own private equity firm that she launched last month, but no, apparently she is unaware of basic securities laws, because even though she made $250,000 for promoting Ethereum Max without disclosing her payment, which is illegal, she not only had to pay that entire $250,000 back plus interest, but also a $1 million penalty totaling $1.26 million. And she's banned from promoting any crypto product for the next 3 years. Sorry, Kim. Hope you don't get disbarred. On to more boring but extremely important things. The Federal Reserve gave guidance on commercial real estate loan accommodations for borrowers, and they finalized a new supervisory framework for insurance organizations. Meanwhile, the FDIC put out an update to BankFine's suite of tools where you can now run unlimited comparison between banks. Okay, so now the fines. The fines. So many fines and so many sweeping multi-party fines, starting with the CFPB that busted 11 financial institutions for over $750 million in failures associated with their associated swap dealers and future commission merchants, or FCMs. Apparently, the record-keeping rules for these new entity types were not appropriately documented and followed. Not to be one-upped, the SEC busted 15 broker-dealers and 1 affiliated investment advisor for $1.1 billion for widespread and long-standing failures to preserve electronic communications. One of those on the list had a particularly bad week because, in addition to the $125 million electronic communication fine, Barclays also got fined $200 million for internal control failures around the real-time tracking of securities being offered, because they managed to sell 17.7 billion more securities than they had actually registered with the SEC. Oopsie, but sure makes a $200 million fine look like a slap on the wrist. Oracle had to pay more than $23 million to resolve charges that it violated the FCPA Act, which is like corruption, in Turkey, UAE, and India. Finally, the Chinese affiliate of Deloitte got a $20 million fine for failing to follow U.S. auditing requirements. Moving on to crypto, there was a new Senate bill introduced to provide digital asset intermediaries with a safe harbor from certain enforcement actions by the SEC. We'll see. Watch that one, see if it goes through. Also, Saudi Arabia has amended their capital markets institution regulations and securities regulations to better support fintech innovations, and also set out a regulatory framework for equity crowdfunding. Moving on to climate, last Friday, Treasury hosted a discussion with banks who are working on their net zero carbon emission commitments. And the Financial Stability Oversight Council established the Climate-Related Financial Risk Advisory Committee, or CFRAC. And that's it this week for Regalytics, because I gotta go. I'll see you next Wednesday.